live. Alright, I'm gonna start getting this shared out real quick. Just hit go live.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
What?
Okay, so apparently Fightful had mentioned that Penta revealed on Sheamus' workout show. Apparently, Penta's been wrestling with a torn bicep on his left arm for 3 years. What the fuck?
Dude, it's crazy.
The almighty AEW!
Yep.
Let's put it this way, that motherfucker really lives up to his name. Seattle! Miedo!
That's definitely zero fear for you. Alright, we are live. And talking about 2K25. Hey, what's up, Fiery? How you doing?
Oh.
If I sound like I just died in a car crash, I'm sick today. So odds will be taking the lead. As
That's right. Hello, everybody. I am your commentator, Odds Cornet, from CPW and the co-host of this show.
One of 3!
Out of the 3! With now being able to talk Samurai.
Yes, because these motherfuckers keep on talking like fucking non-stop, like the name is Alexander Hamilton.
damn.
For those that know, they know, and they get high fives.
Or American Phoenix.
I wouldn't go that far. Well, that's you. Then yes, of course, you're American Phoenix.
The great American.
Anyways,
Anyway, we're talking about 2K25.
Yes.
But before that, right up at the start, we have an announcement.
Ah.
Yeah.
Roll.
Coming soon, the Let's Talk Call Shop podcast t-shirt.
Yes, we actually have merch.
We'll have a link to the t-shirt when it is ready to go.
Exactly. That's right, coming soon. We have merch.
Yes, the Let's Talk Call Shop podcast t-shirt. Right on, Fiery.
That's right. Look at that bad boy. Yes, this is, if you've been watching this, listening to this show, this has been in the works for a little bit now. This has been the thing that I've been talking about of an announcement at some point. This is going to be so much fun to have you guys run around with a t-shirt.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. I need to get mine still, so.
I think it'd be cheaper for me to get one because of the fact that I live so goddamn close to odds.
Yep. Mine's going to have to travel a couple thousand miles, but it's fine.
Press it. Oh,
So, today's topic is 2K25. And grabbing images.
I was like, who wants to start this little topic off? And what do we start with, anyways? There's a lot to unpack.
Huh?
Yeah, it is. There is a lot to unpack.
Well, how about the elephant in the room? I'd say the
Let's
elephant.
start with the biggest thing on the menu here in the upcoming game.
All right. And what would that? All right, are we talking about the island or something, or? So, I mean, that's like the biggest thing that they've added.
Well, all right, let's.
Hey, what's up, Mac? What's up? What's up, Rick? Hey,
Oh,
guys,
hey,
Judd.
Mac.
Hey, Rick.
Hey, Judd.
What's up,
Welcome
Rick?
in.
What's up, everybody? All right, let's rip off this Band-Aid. The island.
Oh,
Samurai, you want to start?
I've heard the rumors about what this is going to do to people. I don't think it's as bad as people are making it out to be, with the whole thing of it being like it's going to split community creations in half, essentially, where PS5 and Xbox Series S, X, whatever, go on their separate thing, while we've got everybody else on their own separate side of the tracks.
I think it's just going to be
But
for the island content, but
I think it'll probably like either make the island stuff invisible to anybody who's not on the right console, or at least they'll flag it, essentially, like oh yeah, you can't download this call because of this part here.
Yeah, I think some people's idea that that this will limit creations are just fear mongering. Which is this community? Which is this community? What do you expect? I think if they were to pull that kind of stunt with this island mode, I think they would get just as many death threats as THQ got for releasing SVR08.
Yes, Mac. Hi, I'm one of them.
Yes, and for people that don't know, this island mode is just going to be on the is just going to be on the PlayStation 5 and the next gen consoles. While the next gen consoles, I believe, are going to be exclusive, are going to have their own exclusive CC, while the PS4, Xbox One, and PC will have their own server.
I don't know if that's gonna be right, but that's just me thinking about it. I think it's just everyone's talking about it so much, but I will say
It's hard to tell what's fact and what's fiction.
It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard not to think about it when 2K themselves hasn't really come forward and actually clarified anything.
that's true.
They never have. 2K has never clarified jack all of shit. That's why people would love the clarification of THQ back, because they were always perfectly clarified. Brian Williams always told you the truth, while Cody Ledesma always tried to blow smoke up your ass. Mitch Cassidy in the house.
What's up, Mitch? How you doing? Welcome in.
Yeah,
What's up, Temple?
What's
going on, Sly?
I don't see this island mode really doing much to us creators.
I agree.
I don't really think it's going to do that much to us. The only positive thing is, if we can bring one of our cause on there, we could pretty much use it for promos. The only problem with that is if it's like NBA, some people, have the perfect spot to do something. And A, you're not going to be able to use highlight reel more than likely. And second of all, so many assholes are going to get right in your way.
Also, Rick has a question for you. They're odds Cornet. So
Odds 2077. What? 2077 for what, Rick?
Sorry.
For what, Rick? You couldn't. What are you asking?
I think I know what he's clarifying. He must have seen the Champions Cup.
He probably did.
Someone smart ass comment in the chat.
If he saw the Champions Cup, he probably saw me being a smart ass.
He saw your smart ass comment in the chat.
We're about to find out in a few moments what he
Hey, Jesse Jackhammer.
You didn't think I saw that?
I do it out of love, Rick. I do it out of love, and you know I'm not far off.
Okay, so we basically made our points. I think for this whole thing, I think they're probably gonna have like a marker for anything for the Island DLC, so that anybody on PS4 or last gen consoles has to basically they'll notice it, but they won't be able to download anything. You think it's gonna be two separate servers?
No, I think it's gonna be. I think for PlayStation 5, CC is gonna be on. CC is gonna be a part of. Is gonna be. You have to run around and find CC somehow. Like it's a shop on there, or it's a place where you have to go find in the hub. Oh, I joke with you, Rick, out of love. You know that.
Oh, so God damn it, Mac. God damn it.
That is a big question. We definitely need DD back. Anyway.
If Pete shows up and wants to kill you, I'm not stopping him. In fact, I think I might even hand him the baseball bat he's going to use to crack over your skull.
Probably. Anyway, yeah, that's what I think is gonna happen. Based on Monk's experience with NBA. I think that's how that's gonna happen. But who knows? I think the PS4 version is probably going to be just like just like the 24 version. With CC, so
yeah,
probably one of the last times you'll see CC like that.
Probably.
But it certainly will be interesting either way. I don't know how they're going to do it. Yeah, I don't. As we pick on Rick here in the chat, I don't know how they're going to do it. This is certainly territory that we've never been to before.
Yeah. Well, with having
and for some people, they are fearing the worst in doom mongering in signing the apocalypse of the series, and with how far down money wise they are with NBA, that's they're not it's not unwarranted. Because people have to realize when it comes to sports games, Madden sales wise are down, NBA sales wise are down. All sports games money wise are down. I don't care how many hardcore psychopaths buy them. It's money wise, it's still down in the general public. Wrestling games are the only things that are not down in price, that are not down in purchases. if 2K somehow scares people off with this mode, a lot of those people may not come back.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest issue with this mode. And the videos of this mode do not help the people that fearmonger that it's going to be like NBA.
Well, they do have other modes in the game, and my hope is that the other game modes are what are going to keep the series alive, and I'm hoping that they realize that at some point down the line. So
yeah, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see when we get there.
Well, on to one of the returns to the franchise. The return of intergender matches. For those who don't know, this has been a staple of the SmackDown. This has been a staple of the series since all the way back to WWF WrestleMania 2000 on the N64, all the way to the SmackDown series, and even going into the SVR franchise, where you could have matches with the opposite gender. But they took it out when WWE went PG, and because they didn't want intergender matches in the games.
Yo, it's Blaze McCoy!
Yo, it's Blaze McCoy!
What's up, Blaze?
Because they didn't want that type of thing with kids playing. Even though it was fine, not some not couple years prior, but we'll not get into that. But it's back. Intergender is back.
I'm kind of welcoming it because of the fact that I used to just make some cause into intergender versions of themselves, so I could have matches that fit the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
I have my own dream matches I would love to pull off with my own cause. I can see why not everyone's gonna be using it all the time, though, because there are
definitely not.
There are some people that probably won't be able to even use it. I say, or not as in won't.
Mm-hmm.
I won't be able to use it, but just won't use it because of the fact that I don't think anyone's really here to see the fairness of a matchup like Braun Strowman up against Liv Morgan.
What's up, Brian?
Yeah. Another reason that it eventually got
brought back,
taken out in the previous past is because basically certain wrestlers, like let's say SVR 07 with a certain move from Big Viscera, and we'll leave that at that. And we'll leave you to search that up on YouTube.
Search that up, or if you remember that right now, then, just let that image simmer in your head for about the next 10 seconds.
And yes, people did do that. By the way, people did do that. That's surprised. One of the reasons it got taken out eventually. But now that it's back, certainly could have happened. Certainly, if it happened in 19, it would have saved a lot of time with certain storylines of Harvey Gibson getting his ass kicked.
Yep.
But it saved me so much headache. But
I already know you're gonna have fun because I'm pretty sure there are gonna be some ladies this time around that are gonna be like, "Yeah, we want to kick your ass."
Probably one. That'll probably happen once, maybe. We'll see. Who knows? But
I'm excited for the actual possibility of doing pro.
But yeah, it's gonna help. It's gonna help a bit with shows that don't really care about that that are just like, oh, intergender, this will help out. They're gonna really go wild with this. People like me are just going to be like, okay, I'm glad it's back. I may use it with Harvey Gibson to have him get his ass kicked once or twice, but most of those have already been done, so I'll use it when I can, if any.
I'll use it mainly for promos for like those deep storylines that are between like maybe couples or whatnot, or when I want to make a storyline more personal, I'll have like the girlfriend or boyfriend of the character walk out and confront whoever the heel is in the ring and be like, you've taken it too far or something like that. They'll never have an actual match, but I might have the girl like hit the guy or something like that, just to drive the point home that this is a dangerous person.
Yeah.
As far as actual matches are concerned, my bigger women, I'm okay with them fighting dudes, but again, the storyline has to line up. It's got to make sense for the fight.
For me, it really depends, I think, from mine. Because there are some girls of mine that have canonically gone toe-to-toe with people in the past. Others that I'm like, I could theoretically see them wanting to fight the guys. But I'm not going to be like having like, I don't know, like, I'm just going to throw an example of my calls out there. I'm not going to have like Xizhu and Feng Huang go toe-to-toe with like, say if I'm going to pick one of my bigger dudes, like Michael Thompson or something. I'm not going to pick like...
Or Armageddon.
Yeah, okay, that's a better example. Well, G was Armageddon, but like the two flames, like all that shit. G is a tiny person. She would get tossed around by Armageddon in a video game setting.
Yeah. Well, you'll never see Mika McLeod versus Demolition. That match will never happen.
Knowing the McLeod's history, she may actually win.
Yeah, I know. I mean, she's just about Delvin's height anyway, so it wouldn't be that much of a feat in my Fed, actually. Demolition versus... Goddamn. God bless you, place.
Demolition versus Firestar!
Oh, good! Alright. Now that we've pretty much wrung out to dry the return of intergender, let's go on to some debuting matches. The Bloodline Rules match.
It's interesting?
Yeah, it's very interesting.
What is it? Like, if
it's basically no DQs, no, like all that other shit, but the run-ins are like a payback.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can have scheduled run-ins.
Ooh. That is interesting. Be like
up to 3 of them, I think. So it could theoretically have a 1-on-1 match between those two, end up as like a 4-on-1 beatdown.
Mm-hmm.
God, you could so use that with American Made. Like, seriously.
American Phoenix like labels it. It's not Bloodline Rules. It's American Rules.
Yep.
That would give you the idea.
Yeah.
I could totally see that working for them.
Also, yeah, Rick has a good point there. It could work really well for like faction feuds.
Mm-hmm. It really could. Especially if it's faction versus faction or stable versus stable.
Herbie Gibson versus Lady O'Rex. Goddamn.
God damn it, Blaze.
Bless you, Blaze.
Damn it, Blaze. Yeah, this match will be interesting depending on... The only thing that I can think of is I can see during a run-in somebody hitting a move and then instantly instantly getting a 1, 2, 3, and the person just stopping mid before they even get to the ring.
Yep. Andy Price, welcome in.
Hello, Andy.
Hey, Andy.
Penis rules only Paul's shots allowed.
God damn.
Oh yeah. That's
the new backstage.
Going on.
Yeah, the new
Joker.
backstage areas.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to the parking lot. That's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
All the scenes of people getting out of their cars and walking towards the arena before their match, or like earlier tonight. You know, you could do that. Do attack scenes in the parking lot now. That is something I'm really looking forward to. Heck, you could even do one of those injury storylines like they did with Rhea in NXT, where they found her outside, where you just have somebody laid out in the parking lot. You're just like, we don't.
We technically have already done that.
I know, but I mean, it's going to be an actual parking lot this time.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. Which also, parking lots are not new to the series. By the way, guys, they've been around, and also in previous years there has been a parking lot brawl match.
Yep.
Which would be very interesting to see if that came back.
Heck, there was an entire arena in a parking lot in 20.
I will say that for the parking lot, I'm looking forward to it, mostly because of the fact that I could just imagine some people like using the that one glass pane that's been set up somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
It's just like someone just like, yeah, we just lay this glass pane out real quick. I think that we should be fine. We'll leave it here for a little bit.
Yeah, let's go to lunch. He'll be fine right there.
Well, I mean, if you
and then they walk back, and then they find like some dude just like got fucking powerbombed right into it.
It's like, what the fuck?
Well, if you can do those backstage pinfall and submission matches on custom and use the parking lot for it, that would easily be the place where a lot of those deathmatch championships would happen. Kyle, you'd be living in the parking lot.
Hey, I never said what game. I never said what game the match is in. Even though I know that.
Also, we also have the WWE archives, which that's fucking dope as hell.
Uh-huh.
We get to finally climb back on top of the fist.
Yep.
Yeah, you weren't even around when that was the thing.
I wasn't even in the freaking wrestling world. I think I was still watching like NASCAR with my dad.
Yes, for those that don't know, back in, I believe, SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, you could climb up on top of the giant fist and jump off. And back then, when your guy fell down, your character could bounce like 100 feet in the air. It was great.
God damn it! God damn it, Rick!
Isn't there a game?
Animated glass, grab me a river.
There was a game that had the casket match. I believe we looked at it on one of our podcasts.
Yes, we did. It was SmackDown 2. It was a casket match, and you could pick up the casket.
Yep, you could throw the casket at your opponent.
Blaze, gosh dang it.
God damn.
He's saying you.
Yeah, the games were very arcadey back then. And in the right type of arcadey, not Fight Forever arcadey.
Yep.
But yes, the only thing left for them to bring back is being able to do a snowball fight. From SmackDown, just bring it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Good old snowball.
Yes, you could do a snowball fight. You could wrestle in the snow. It was great.
You could wrestle in the snow in 20. It was snowing in that Winterfest arena.
Yeah, it was right outside
Canada.
Madison Square Garden.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, it was the arena snowing on the ground outside Madison Square Garden. You could grab snowballs and just throw them at each other.
That's awesome.
And SmackDown just bring Damn it, Blaze. Another new addition is the Underground match.
That is gonna be fucking great. I'm basically at this point that if I do bring SCD at any point to 25, that is going to be the signature match type. I will not say anything else.
It certainly will be interesting.
What kind of podcast is this?
I don't know, but well, this is a wrestling games type podcast, and clearly your mind is way the hell out there, Blaze. Maybe it's your brain that needs to be checked.
I think we need to pull up Blaze's search history at some point tonight.
He's hoping that one special women's match from SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 gets brought back.
No. That wasn't the Braun Panties match. That was called the Fulfill Your Fantasy match.
Oh yeah, the pillowcase fantasy match.
Yes, that was called Fulfill Your Fantasy, and it had the Braun Panties match in it. I believe. Yeah, it was. I believe the original SmackDown vs. Raw, the first one, 05.
Oh, okay.
Had the Braun Panties match, as well as Here Comes the Pain.
Yeah, you know what, Rick? I agree with you. I'm only saying it out loud because the fact that, like, I know those matches were, like, fucking dated as hell. We don't need them
back. They're very dated. And they don't need to return.
God damn it!
Oh my god.
Blaze. Because let's think about it. The Fulfill Your Fantasy match had I believe it had like a bed in the middle of the ring. Can you imagine what Q would do with that match now?
Dear God.
Thank you. Let's let that sink in.
Jay Smooth would have an actual bed to lay down on.
God damn it.
Yes. That match does not need to ever return ever in the history of life.
Yeah, with certain submissions too in the game. Dear God.
Yes. Thank you. That match does not ever need to return ever in life.
Also, no, Joker, stop. Also, Rick, why did you say yes to that?
Oh man.
Let's take it.
I think Odd says the same thing with Nikita Lyons.
Well, hey. But yeah, the Underground match. Right. The Underground match is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting how it works. We have never had a match in these games with no ropes. So that's going to be interesting to see how that works logistically within the working of the game. So I don't know. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Blacklight Confessions match.
That's about right. That's about right.
Damn.
All right, let's go to something that my heavens has been requested for since I don't know, forever with these games. Even back to the SmackDown days. The women will finally bleed.
I think it'll only be in matches amongst themselves.
Yeah.
I believe
I
so.
believe the intergender matches is basically the only time the bleeding will not be occurring.
Mhm. Now, for those that don't know, SmackDown vs. Raw 08 was the only game where women could technically bleed. Technically, I'll get to it. There was an ability where you would grab a steel chair and bash yourself over the head with it and bust yourself open. If you use that with a woman, the game would say the woman is busted open, even though there is no blood on them, but the blood is still falling down onto the mat.
Weird.
It is a glitch. It was a glitch in the game that they did not foresee anyone figuring out or trying to do. And that is about the only time that has ever come about. So this is going to be a brand new experience of women actually bleeding in the game. Honestly, I would have actually paused on that for a little bit to actually improve bleeding, so it doesn't look like the person that's getting busted open can't do it for shit.
Also, just to add one last thing to the to this whole thing with this intergender stuff,
Yeah.
the fact that apparently like you can also have like the women and men both win titles like together, so it's like yay! I can finally have an intercontinental title run for Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, that definitely could work. I can see a lot of people bringing in mixed tag belts.
Which I'm not gonna lie, that
stuff
could
like that.
since it actually can work now. I would love to do that.
Oh,
And the best part is you wouldn't even have to use the mixed tag match to use the tag titles or do the tag titles or things.
Yeah, now the mixed tag match is basically redundant.
Pretty much.
it kind of also opens up the possibilities for just tag team matches in general and tag teams. You could have a mixed team challenge for a normal belt now, for a normal tag belt now.
I could finally have Kyle and Akira win tag team belts at once.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh God, no, Scorpion!
Oh,
15,000
Scorpion, we get it.
We get that she lives rent free in your head. She also lives rent free in Matt Cardona's head. Oops, says it out loud.
Wow.
Chelsea Green is going to have every single championship man and woman belt in Scorpion's universe.
Scorpion's gonna have like Chelsea Green holding everything. Even download fucking like the Zack Ryder Internet Championship just to slap it on her too.
He is going to make Chelsea Green that old meme with John Cena holding every single championship, even the Divas Championship and Women's Championship.
Yokozuna, the Cruiserweight champion.
Please, god damn it!
Well, if you're gonna make Yoko your Cruiserweight champion, you gotta make Andre your light heavyweight champion.
Make Andre the light heavyweight champion. I don't know.
One person, your tag team champions.
Or make 3 people your singles champion.
What was the Pumpkin's favorite sport?
That's another thing. I'm
Squash.
surprised they didn't add. I'm surprised they didn't add in. I'm surprised we're not getting. We haven't gotten any confirmation of of 6-man tag belts.
I wish, honestly.
Because technically they have that verbiage in the game for custom championships. I wonder how far along that got.
This would be the perfect year to introduce it with them allowing intergender match types, because
I wonder how far that got in conversations with doing 6-man tag titles.
I'm imagining it's probably going to be in 26.
Maybe.
Which, if it is, the Dark Trio could be a trios tag champ, because Elgin is a badass and can handle herself.
The Dark Trio, the tag team champions. All right, what else did they announce?
Well, they did drop the roster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and for the first time ever, 3-minute warning is in the game.
I know. So
for those that don't know, they weren't even in Here Comes the Pain, which was around the time that they were around.
Also, yeah, Blaze has got a very good request.
Oh yeah,
let us customize our own War Games arena. Damn it! It'll probably take a while, but still, it's feasible.
It's not unfeasible.
What about 69?
God damn it! God damn it!
I think the first thing that we'll see probably in 2020 in 2K26 is probably a top on the War Games cage.
Yeah,
I will say, for as far as this roster goes, I usually only really look at it as like both as like people I want to play around with, I guess. But then also, I usually look at it as like a toolbox of like what move sets and everything that I can actually like pluck from for cause.
Yeah.
Which I will say though, there are some that I'm actually really excited. Really excited to see how they turned out. We got like Eddie Thorpe, we got Charlie Dempsey, we got Tatum Paxley in the game finally. Kalani Jordan. There's a lot more, but I'm not. There's also like we got the Bloodline pack that basically gets in a lot of like cool stuff.
And we also have back again after a bit of an absence, after a long absence, a little bit. I believe both the gray and purple glove Undertakers.
Yep. Or ring announcement.
Which that's phenomenal. I'm glad they have that. I'm just a very simple person. If they would have found a way to do some type of AI voice version of Howard Finkel to do the have as a commentary option, I would be happy.
I agree.
Oh yeah, Scorpion. Freaking Obafemi is awesome.
Obafemi's. I believe Obafemi is going to be in the game for the first time. Hey, Iffy.
Obafemi about to fucking beat Roman Reigns' ass multiple times over.
Mm-hmm.
Also, how you doing, Gav?
Hey, Gav. I think we can. Yes, next match button would be great for universe mode.
Yep.
So you don't have to keep backing out. So you could just click the next match. Be like, all right, let me just go right along.
Mm-hmm. I know people are still speculating on a TNA DLC. We haven't heard anything on DLC just yet, and who knows? I've heard things like logistically from a legal standpoint, it probably will not happen. But
Yeah.
Ooh,
Who knows?
all right. Oh yeah, Scorpion also mentioning that Rikishi with the bad man.
Yeah,
He's
first
a
time
bad
since
man.
since 2K16. I mean, yeah, it might happen, but who knows? I'm assuming Julia and Vacquera are going to be DLC. That's probably going to be some type of NXT pack.
I don't think Victoria's in base game.
I would not be surprised Victoria since she signed a Legends deal, I would not be surprised if she is DLC. And with how everything's going, I would not be surprised if they tried if they're having her DLC to try to get her original song.
Continue.
This to try to get her original song that she came out with when she first started in WWE. Running, I believe it was called "Running for My Head." I believe that's probably going to be something that they're probably going to try to do.
Yeah.
The hell is that in the background?
I have no idea.
Oh, my bad.
I think
Oh, my bad. That was me typing.
Samurai was typing.
Remember, I'm on my phone, so
Yeah.
Yep. How many beats does? Well, I'm not going to finish that sentence, but
how many beats does Triple B beat? How many beats does Triple B beat? Triple B beats his beat.
will there be a pickled beat mode? Randomize volume, levels, and tangents. If they would allow us a little more control of the audio, that would be kind of cool. But
that is just concept. That is just people speculating in concept. There is no real leak as of now. I'm only going to believe anything if the company actually shows the DLC schedule.
what are pig beats and chicken beats? I didn't know that there were other types of. I know there were,
but who knows? From what it looks like, it seems like they continuously keep the DLC from the previous. All the DLC from the previous games are still in the game. Minus the Pat McAfee guys.
Which, thank God for that.
I believe like Muda is still in the game.
Yeah, Muda's still in the game. We've still got Diamond Dallas Page. We still got the Iron Sheik, baby.
Yeah, Sheiky baby. We still got Sheiky baby.
Nice. The GM mode rivalry can continue.
So who knows? Especially with DLC, they could pretty much probably go after anybody. If people remember, before Ultimate Warrior came back in the game, before Ultimate Warrior came back in real life, he came back in the games. There was a whole entire commercial and everything.
Yep.
I don't know if it works the same way now, but the deal that the guys sign for the games is a different contract than working with the WWE.
Oh my god, I love this chat.
Rick, I just looked at the Pat McAfee DLC as a bona fide moveset pack. Which is pretty much what it was.
Bonafide DLC pack plus, like 4 random jobbers you could have.
Yeah. That was another thing. That was another rumor, and I haven't really seen much on it after. So take that for what it's worth. The same the same speculation of TNA DLC. Since Sting is still technically signed to WWE, the speculation was that there's possibly going to be a Wolfpack DLC with like Conan and Sting. But again, take that with a gigantic grain of salt.
Yeah.
So far, despite not seeing anything with creations, I think honestly 2K25 has a lot of pluses, has a lot of positives with some amount of unknowns and not a lot of negatives so far that I can honestly see.
Yeah.
From what we could see, yes, but at the same time, with how 2K can be sometimes, we don't know.
Yeah, it's what you don't see that you should be worried about.
Well, we'll all see once we get our hands on the game. You know, when it comes out.
Yeah.
We'll all be able to see exactly what we're going to be working with. It's always a crapshoot. You know, they show you all the cool stuff. You get the game, and it's like, all right, here we go.
And people also have to remember this game is technically 2K's 10-year anniversary. People have to realize that.
Yep.
This is technically 2K's 10th anniversary doing these games.
Well, and it's their
because they started with 2K15. And now this is 2K25.
It's also the 10th game, like it's their official 10th game in the series at this point.
Yeah.
Now it's their 5th game with virtual concepts and not ukes. Bless you, Joker.
So with that overall, so far it's looking better and has a lot more content than 2K15, but that's not really saying too much.
I mean, it has more content than last year in it already. So, than the current game.
Also, we have ourselves a new YouTube chat champion of the world.
Yep.
Drunk Beetle.
Who's not even
here. Beetlegoose.
Had too much to drink. Told odds to be quiet. Fuck you, old man.
You guys are going to be laughing your asses off on Sunday. Between the first two.
No, Beetle, we will never let you forget that.
Oh, I know, and I'm using the songs for two of the recaps that have the slideshows. The Champions Cup on Sunday. Yeah, there's going to be two of those playing. Both that one and the Waypoint.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting with 2K25.
53rd iteration of the programming crew.
Especially so far with everything. We haven't heard anything about creating an arena. More than likely, they haven't added anything there. Not a shocker.
Likely haven't added anything to create a belt, create.
Hey, Tiffany Sky, welcome in.
An entrance, whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, Tiffany.
Hey, Tiffany.
Welcome in.
I do hope they added a new plate to it or something. That would be interesting. Again, I
hope they add things to those too, but so far, if they would have added that stuff, they would have already said it.
Yeah, it's true.
Also, if we didn't see, sorry, we didn't mean to pass you over.
Oh no, I'm seeing everything you guys are typing. I'm just tired.
He's tired,
Yeah,
and
Beetle's supposed to. We're supposed to be the ones talking, and Beetle's supposed to be over here just monitoring the chat, and he can't even do that right. We have to do everything ourselves here, folks.
I mean, Fiery, I don't think that would really help, honestly.
I mean, I know that was I know that was something that THQ was. That was one of the few ideas. That was one of the ideas that THQ was planning on for the future as a possibility, because they really were trying to expand the creation suite. But gee, I wonder who completely gutted it in 2K15. In 2K15, 2K. But yes, this is going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be better than 2K15. That's not saying much. Technically, CPW is still going to be on 24, so
Same with SCD, I'll say that straight up. Still gonna be on 24, well, 23 and 24, but primarily 24 for the foreseeable future if I can help it.
yeah. Barry, that's a completely whole can of worms, and no, he didn't.
Let's not get into discussion right now, odds. Let's not.
Yes, that's a whole different thing. And if you know anything about modding, he didn't. Just to make it quick, he all he did was just create more problems than it's worth.
Like I said, not today. Not today.
Not today, Satan. You want that?
Today,
You want that card? You want that? You want that card in G? You want that card in GM mode?
No, it's too expensive.
Speaking of GM mode, we now have online play in GM mode.
Shut the fuck up, Beetle. Let's not. We're not squirrel brains. We're not as bad as you.
No one is as bad as Beetle. Beetle will be in a serious conversation, and the first thing he says, and the first thing he sees, it's like, oh, cool. But anyway, yes, GM mode. GM mode actually will be online. We'll actually have an online function this year.
Yay! So now we can just sit here in a call and we can just chill while we do stuff.
Exactly. I'll be able to hit these guys without anyone even knowing about it.
And we can all hit you back without ever knowing about it.
Well, that wouldn't be fair.
Oh, and you can't. And you hitting us without us knowing about it is very fair too, huh?
Never said it was fair.
I'm the only one they're going to be able to see.
I hope so, because by technicalities, it will basically be just playing a game mode that's in the game, but I don't know if it'll be cross-platform. If it's not, well, whatever.
Yeah, who knows? We'll see. I think I believe if you believe what's being said, it's just the cross-platform is going to be on the next gen, while the old gen is going to have old gen and PC are going to be on their own server. Fiery, technically, no, they didn't, but we're moving on. But yeah, I think that's going to be fun. I don't know if the online feature is going to. I don't know if the online feature of GM mode is gonna. I don't know what I don't know what the limitation is.
We'll cover it when we get to it.
Yeah, if it's just 4 people, then I don't know.
If it's 4 people, that just means multiple GM modes.
Or it could just mean for future GM modes, or for next season's GM mode, it could just go back down to me, Beetle, and Samurai, and just add one more. But who knows? We'll see.
We'll figure it out when we get there.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'm just hoping for GM mode they actually add crap.
Maybe fix a little few things here and there, but
Like add actual segments, please. Feuds.
That would be
Something.
Cool. Segments.
Hello?
Feuds.
Allow us to pick our own championships that we want.
Make it more like 06.
For the brands, like if we want different styles of WWE belts, if we pick Raw and SmackDown, please.
Mm-hmm.
Just a thought.
I will say though, I'm kind of glad of the fact that they've got multiple more general managers that you can pick from. All I know is that pretty much at some point, I don't know if it'll be with you guys or around, but I will be running a brand as Armando Alejandro Estrada.
They should add Velocity and Heat as brands.
So yeah, but with that all being said, I think we've milked this. I think we've milked all of the conversations with this game.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Until we find out more shit.
Yeah.
I will say I'll leave this off with one last question for you guys, because I don't know if you guys are going to get the game, but if you do, who was probably that first wrestler you play as? Like, just to test them out.
Don't know.
Just to test them out.
I mean like the actual in-game talent, not like, oh yeah, like you making your own call.
I don't know. It depends on who's in the game. And depends on all the people that are new, but
I'm probably going to be playing as Oba Femi probably first of all. Either him or fucking CM Punk. Of course I'm going to pick CM Punk.
Yeah. But who knows? Well, I normally just go based on feeling. Mostly for the first time.
I'd probably just throw together a roster in GM mode and test it out. Just throw 20 people in GM mode. Let them fight.
We know, Rick. We know you're gonna go straight to the lab and be there until 2K26. Oh wait, did I say that?
He's gonna beat your ass for that someday, I know it.
Yes, he will.
Someday Rick Blaze is gonna step in the ring and then grab Chris Knight and fucking
immediately. No, I'm gonna get paid. No, he's gonna get payback on me once he does his show in 25 in 2K25. He's like, who's living now, bitch?
Yeah. Gonna laugh if.
Anyway, with that being said, I believe it is time to close up shop.
Please take all your information that you've gathered and come to the checkout counter. And by the way, there is no refunds.
Exactly, and don't worry, we'll have more information the next time.
All right, guys.
For more things for you to purchase for more things you can purchase.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, the shop is officially closed.
He's been Odds Cornet. I have been Young Samurai.
And back there is Quiet Mick John Laryngitis.
And we will see you all next time. Bye bye.
Leader.